Hey guys, TommyBryson here, and today I'm going to give you guys 5 apps to go out there and sell your stuff. Now obviously today, I can't smile that much because basically, I have an entire thing right here, so I will be making a lot of gestures with my eyes and also my hands. But the minute I smile, I'm just going to mess this whole thing up, okay? And by the way, I got into a fight with this blue guy. His name is Like Button. Yeah, I smashed him, okay? So go ahead and smash the like button. Oh my gosh, that was pretty corny. But the whole idea is this, guys, okay? I've been selling things since I was like around 11 years old to my classmates. Back then, that was my market, around 15 kids or so. But today, I can literally grab anything around my house and sell it to anyone out there because mostly everything is for sale because there's a collective for everything out there. For today, I'm going to give you guys 5 of the best apps I use to make a ton of money. And by the way, I bought a voodoo doll for $100, live figure like this, and I sold it for around $500. I bought a snow globe, and I actually sold it for around $75, and I bought it for around $250 to around $275 or maybe $3. But the point is, I made a lot of money. Plus, I also bought some statues, Chinese ones, soldiers. It was like little small ones like these, and I sold them for around $75, and I actually bought it for $2 each. I had $5, $10, and I actually saw listings for it right now, going for around $500. I still have them here because basically, the guy that actually bought them sent them back because basically they broke on the way there and actually repaired them myself. So if I wanted to go ahead and sell them, potentially I could get between $200 to $500 off of a $10 investment. So the point is, okay, if you're into reselling and collecting items, this right here is the video for you. And if you guys are new here, I post videos every single day, and I promise you, usually I don't have stuff like this on my face, okay? But you guys know I post every day. I cannot make an excuse, okay? So make sure to go ahead and like the video, and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a video every single day. Doesn't matter if I'm in the hospital, doesn't matter if I have this, doesn't matter what's going on, I will post a video every single day. Now, the very first app to go out there and sell things and also buy things is actually Facebook. Now, as you guys know, in the US, there are around 328 million people. On Facebook, there are around 223 million people. That is a real fact, meaning around 1 in 2 Americans actually have Facebook. That's how insane it actually is. Now, I don't know if my math is all the way right there, but the point is, a lot of people have Facebook. But Facebook actually creating Facebook Marketplace to go ahead and compete with eBay. So if you want people to actually go ahead and buy your stuff, or for example, people to sell your stuff to, Facebook has a pretty big market, Facebook market, to go ahead and sell yourself and actually buy it. However, there is one caveat, because basically, whenever you're buying something on Facebook or selling something on Facebook, usually you're going to face a lot of lowballers. Lowballers is basically when you're selling something for like, okay, these headphones right here go for around $250 to $300, right? Oh, hey, I'm selling these for $200, okay? Yeah, I'll offer you $10. That's what a lowballer is. They offer you like the lowest price ever. That makes absolutely no sense. That's what you're gonna get a lot of on Facebook, because basically there are a lot of people that don't know anything about prices. And on top of that, just like low ballers, you will have high ballers that basically want for these headphones, well, I want 1,000. But they cost $200. But yeah, they mean a lot to me, so I want $1,000. You will get people like that. So you want to make sure whenever buying something, don't care about what to sell it for, care about what the true value of that item actually is. Oh my god, this is so annoying, okay? On top of that, you want to be aware of these problems with Facebook, okay? Whenever you're actually going to buy something on Facebook off Facebook Marketplace, you will have a profile there, a real person. If you click on the profile and the whole profile looks like brand new, if someone looks kind of like fake, the answer is most likely they're fake, and that is going to be a red flag. No one usually has Facebook they created, for example, a year ago. Everyone's had it for a lot longer. On top of that, if you're trying to sell something and the person says, hey, I'm only gonna pay you with the Cash App, or I want you to pay me with the Cash App, okay? And all they do is send you an email. The answer is most likely that is also a scam, and it's also a red flag. The only way you want to accept online payments is basically with PayPal, not as a gift or, hey, I'm gonna send you money. No, as a merchandise, as a product. I will send you this entire here, but send me an invoice first for whatever you're actually selling me, and then I will pay you. That is the whole idea, because basically, PayPal will protect you, but PayPal will not protect you if you click, hey, sending money to a family member or as a gift. So say, hey, I'd rather pay the 2% fee to do that than go ahead and risk all of my money. And also be very, very careful of people that say, hey, I want this item shipped to me overnight. I will pay you more than the item is actually worth, and I will send you the money right now. Usually, the amount they're actually sending you is going to be pending, and before you know it, they already got the item and they actually scammed you. And most of the time, guess what happens, okay? All they do is send you an email to your email saying they sent you the money on PayPal, and guess what? When you go to PayPal, the money is not there. And if you are brand new to this, you'll say, hey, it's not there. And they'll say, hey, it's gonna get there, obviously, because you have the email. In reality, no. They just created a fake email, and that is why they actually sent you an email, and that's basically all you have. So be very careful, but I highly recommend Facebook when it comes to buying cell phones, buying items. Usually, I use it to buy things and only to sell cell phones and very high in demand items like cell phones, because basically everyone wants a cell phone and they're always willing to negotiate on it, and you always can get the best price out there in the market. Now, number 2 is actually Craigslist. Now, Craigslist is notoriously one of the most dangerous places to sell and buy things, because you always see on the news, someone got, this happened to someone. Oh my gosh, someone got, So it's crazy stuff on Craigslist, okay? So you always want to be very careful. Are there official things on Craigslist? The answer is obviously there are real things out there on Craigslist. Most of it is legit, but a lot of it can also be scams, can be dangerous. So you always want to take precautions. For example, you don't want to trust anyone just because they sound like a nice girl or a nice guy. You always want to do public meetings during the day and next to a police station or a post office. And on top of that, the only time I've been scammed in my entire career has been with Craigslist. This guy handed me fake money. I thought I checked it correctly, but it was nighttime. See, I avoided my rules, and that's why I got scammed. Turns out the money was fake. Turns out I couldn't do anything, and turns out the guy actually used a burner phone. Now, on top of that, although Craigslist is great, they do have a pandemic when it comes to actually having a lot of scams going on, because basically when you sell something on Craigslist, you're asked, hey, do you want people to contact you with your email or, for example, with your phone number? Now, a lot of emails come in and they're scams. A lot of people text you and it's scams also. So you want to be very, very careful, and that's why I recommend you go on your phone, for example, and I want you guys to download an app called Text Free, and here's the app right here, okay? But I'll show you guys right now on my phone also. But the answer is, with a Text Free app, the answer is you can actually create a fake phone number. Text Free, let me just type it in here, and here it comes up right here. This is the app I want you to download right here. It's called the Text Free app. It's free. They give you a free phone number. You can call with that number. You can text with that phone number. And if you actually create a business, just pay $5 a month and you get to keep that phone number. That way, you don't risk having your real number exposed to scammers. You don't want that. And on top of that, whenever emailing people, make sure you have a backup fake email, okay? Don't go ahead and email people with your real email, because next thing you know, you will be getting a lot of spam mail and you will be subscribed to a lot of weird stuff. So just make sure you have a fake number, well, a alternative number, and also an alternative email. That way you are more protected. Usually with Craigslist, I buy a lot of games. Also, I can get a lot of free stuff like furniture and so on, but the answer is you always want to be safe. If you go on Google right now and type in Craigslist, you will see a whole thing about how this deal went wrong and someone ended up in jail, okay? I'm being honest. I looked it up just now, okay? Be very, very, very careful with Craigslist. And by the way, personal story here. I had a friend in high school. I can't say her name out of privacy reasons, but guess what? She had a job offer on Craigslist. She went and she never came back home. They found her later, not alive, obviously, and that's why I'm telling you this. It can be scary, but if you follow all the rules correctly, okay, don't get into anybody's car. Do not meet anyone that is not in public. Do not go in that corner. Make sure when you go somewhere, if you can bring a friend, bring a friend. Usually meet in Starbucks, next to a police station. Always, always in public areas. It's better to be safe or too safe than to be sorry, especially with Craigslist. Now, number 3 is basically eBay. by far my favorite platform ever to buy and also sell things, okay? You can basically sell and buy anything whatsoever on eBay. They've been around forever, and it's basically one of the best places to actually go ahead and sell collectible items because a lot of collectors actually go on eBay. Now, there is one thing here, okay? On eBay, you will pay eBay a fee, and you will lose your money if you do not follow the rules. And on top of that, you will, well, somebody will try to scam you in some way on eBay. Now, here is the common scam here. Hey, I want to buy an item. I will pay for it right now, but I want you to overnight ship it to me. And also, my eBay account has the wrong address. Can you ship it to this address right here? The answer is those are all red flags, and it's also a scam. Whenever selling an item, no matter the item that actually is, for example, this iPhone, you only ship it to the address eBay gave you, not the address that person gave you. And then when you ship it, you always put in the tracking number for that entire item. That way eBay can track it, okay? On top of that, some people are pretty cheap. I'm pretty cheap also. But the idea is, if you're going to sell an item between $100 to $200 and above, usually you want to go to the post office and say, hey, I want this item right here to be signed for. That way you are a lot more secure. But if you ever get scammed, just go ahead and call eBay and say, hey, I put in the tracking number, I shipped to the right address, and the person scammed me. That is not my fault. If they say, for example, hey, you sent me the wrong item, or it's broken, it's not right. You say, for example, hey, I have the correct serial number on hand. I will also file a police report, because basically a friend of mine was selling a sneaker, and the guy tried to scam him, but because my friend had pictures of the entire thing, for example, the serial number, the barcode, and so on of that sneaker, the idea is the other guy did not get away with it. And when that happens, usually you want to file a police report and also contact eBay. That way you get your money back. It's their platform, and they have to money guarantee your money. That way, guess what? You are more assured as a seller to sell on eBay. And again, be very careful. Remember, you will pay taxes, you will pay eBay, and you still have to be very careful and very vigilant. Now, guys, overall, those are the top 3 places that I buy and sell things, okay? Facebook first, I sell there first because basically, you know, you basically save a ton of money there, no fees. And also eBay second when I can't find a buyer for anything, and Craigslist to go ahead and buy things. Usually, I don't sell anything on Craigslist because basically, it's very sketchy, man. It's so sketchy. So usually I only buy, but I rarely ever sell. And lastly, guys, okay, number 4 and number 5 are basically a combination of a lot of them. I know I said I was going to give you 5, but in reality, I have a lot more to give you. For example, Mercari is a really good app to go out there and buy video games, also phones, Nintendo Switches, and a lot of consoles for a very discount price, and also pops a lot of collectible items, and then you can go ahead and sell them on eBay. On top of that, you also have ThredUp. It's basically a thrift shop. So basically, you can go ahead and buy things online as if it was actually a thrift shop, okay? So try that out also. On top of it, you have Nextdoor. Now, Nextdoor, honestly, is something that's actually in 11 countries, but I've never heard about it before, so I don't have any experience, but I know for a fact it is big because basically, I looked it up. It's big. It's huge. So again, just follow all the rules and you will be fine. On top of that, you also have Pushmark. Pushmark is usually for clothing. I notice that a lot, and like brand name stuff here and there, but it's not really for like random items and collectible items. You also have Letgo and also OfferUp. Letgo and OfferUp have notorious a lot of scams going on there. So be very careful. As a reseller or a seller of your things, the number 1 problem you're going to have is trying to sell something without being scammed. But once you know all the rules and you've done it once or 2 times or 3 times, you will know exactly what to look for and what red flags to kind of shy away from. Do not take quick money when it's putting your life at risk and also your money at risk. Rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1, and that is a quote by Warren Buffett. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video helped you in some way. If it did, comment down below, let me know. And if you like this video on top of that. Also, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. And if you want to text me or talk to me one-on-one, join my Patreon, link down below, or send me a DM on Instagram at TommyBryson. And before I go, if you want to watch a full video on how I buy and flip phones, here's that video right here, and click my face right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.